He's done it! It's time! The cotton, it's ready. Harvesting a full field of cotton, lightly dusted with snow. How neat is that? It's super neat. Yeah, let's do it. This is episode 62 of Elk Mountain!
Good morning, everybody. We are just fixing a couple of our trailers here, nice and early on a cold February morning. And I've got some very special news. I think if we pop into the shop here, check out our fields. This is, of course, our cotton field here. Field number 2. Check it out. It worked. Turning off seasonal growth worked. And thankfully, like I said, we have nothing really planted in the other fields, so it doesn't matter too much. So that's pretty awesome. That means we can get a cotton harvester. Alright, that's pretty awesome. That means we can definitely get a cotton harvester. The one that we had before. I'm going to go ahead and just get that one again. Because, yeah, it's pretty expensive. So we're just going to lease that. It's like half of the money we do have. This is interesting, too, this bale trailer. Because we kind of have some grass bales and quite frequently need to transport bales around. But having to use our other trailers is kind of a pain in the butt. So this could be a good option. And I think this does actually hook up to the back of the JCB as well. And it's on sale. So I think we're just going to go ahead and buy that because we're debt free now. So we can kind of do what we want as far as money goes, which is awesome. Like we have broken the chains of paying away monthly leasing costs and for the most part a big interest amount. I think it's like $1,200, $15,000 a year. And that certainly adds up. But of course, before we get to all of our cotton, we need to tend to our animals because we have completely neglected them compared to usual the last month or so, and they are in need of some care. So we're going to get our milk filled up, and then of course we can get our water transferred over, get them all fed, and head over to our cotton field. There's only about 3,500 liters, but that is not a worry. Enough to kind of keep the cycle going. We've been able to fill that up pretty much every other month or so. And of course, last time we did have a fair amount, like 10, 12,000 liters, something along those lines. So we will get this topped up with water. I can't remember if they take a full tanker or not when they're completely empty, but I suppose we will find out. And it would be worth doing 2 batches of food and kind of checking even where they're at as far as the food production. Hopefully we have enough made. The tanker is filling up with water, and as it looks like we're out of silage. Mineral feed's kind of low, but we do have lots in store, which is awesome. And it looks like, yeah, we do have a full wagon right now. So that kind of works out. We can get this dropped off, refill it while it's refilling, load up with a little bit of silage, some mineral feed. It should be good to go. And by that time, our water will be more than full. So that works out. Trying to be a little bit more efficient with some of these tasks, especially these kind of chores that are seemingly daily, looking after the cattle, which I'm enjoying doing. It's definitely hard work, but it's paid off, especially after 4 years when we finally sold all of our beef cattle, started selling those off for $40,000 for I think 12 of them, so that was a great price. Alright, the cows are all looking pretty good for now, and I think the only other thing might be just giving our chickens a little bit of feed. That way they're good to go, and I'm hoping the gator's parked in here because he of course can tip, and I think it's a little bit quicker than pulling one of the tractors out of the shed. Oh no, where's the gator? You know, actually I'm pretty sure left it over by the chickens because of course our new bridge, it was being used for that, so it should be. Oh my gosh, we're gonna crash. It's quite slippery out today. Always forget about that, kind of just sending it around the yard. So, with any luck, round 2. Gator, where are you? There you are. Now that the animals are all good, I suppose we should go check out, see if that cotton harvester is around. Should have made its way over, and it's our first time going through here, and it's nice. Well, I guess second. First time going through this way, but it's nice with all this snow covering the area. We just got to be careful not to slide off. Hopefully they've smoothed out the transitions going in and out. Otherwise it'll be really painful with big equipment, but looks like that's actually pretty good. Just want to sneak up here. It's going to be interesting doing a snowy cotton harvest, but hey, it kind of matches. Cotton is white, the ground's white. Let's do it. It's going to be kind of exciting. Finally, it is here. I definitely thought we had lost this field, but what can you do? And that's a nice little pathway, actually up and over to our field. So we may as well just pull up alongside the Mack truck, break out this cotton harvester, and let's get to it. Alright, it is finally working. That is amazing. Kind of tough to tell where we have and haven't been, however, but that is alright. We will get through this field. It looks like it's slowly filling up, and this is a pretty good yield on this field, so it's got me thinking we're not really going to get too many bales out of it, but they are pretty massive bales, so I'm not really too worried about it, and this is all extra. Anyways, as long as we can kind of cover our leasing costs, I think we're going to come out ahead. I'm thinking we must be full, and I was falling asleep at the wheel. Because, yeah, we just destroyed a little bit more crop, and nothing really changed. But I was wondering when we were going to get full. So that must be it. I did not turn on automatic drop just for this scenario, so that we could probably save on getting a trailer right now and try and just put these in a spot that's maybe a little bit more appropriate to keep and store for a little while. Looks like we're getting a good amount out of this field. It's hard to say how much we've done with the 2 passes of the headland around there, but I want to say we're getting a good amount. You know, confident we might be able to get at least a second bale, if not a third, out of this. That would be pretty cool. So, Okay, that little shed is smaller than I thought, so there's no way it's gonna stay, or it's gonna fit inside there, rather. So, maybe one of the ones up at the top. I was thinking of using one of these guys, just putting in a little ramp, some sort of workshop, but, I mean, we do have two, so there's a couple options. Wonder if we would be able... Yeah, you know what? This one might actually work pretty well. It is kind of smaller, but that's alright. We won't have huge things in and over here. And this one actually might be pretty good for these bales. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We can get this one closed up for now. Try and drop these guys off, well, somewhere appropriate in here. I'm thinking they're going to be pretty darn heavy. Oh boy. Yeah, that's massive. Wonder. Look at this. Oh boy. That's thinking right there. Nice. That's pretty good. Now we can kind of just push it in a little bit further. Probably squeeze another one in beside that. And we're looking good. And you know what? We may as well just start off from right here. Keep her going. Turn it back on. That way we don't destroy any more crop. We definitely had that issue a little bit on the other side of the field there when we started to do the back side of the headland, but I think we got it figured out now. This is an interesting machine, that is for sure. It's an absolute unit, but it's got a decent turner radius, which I quite like. And of course, it's having no problems with a little bit of this hilly terrain. And of course, the snow on the ground is not helping whatsoever, but it's getting the job done, no problems. I will take it. I don't even see how big those bales are in terms of liters, but I guess we'll have another full one here pretty soon for you, so we'll find out then. God dang it, we did it again. It's just such a big field, you kind of get lost in the sauce a little bit. It's a fun harvester to drive right around in, that is for sure. Thankfully, we didn't lose too much. And I don't think in the grand scheme of things, it's going to matter that much. But you know what? If we had like, I don't know, 97, 95% plus on the next bale, then I think all of the stuff that we drove over might have added up. But I think we'll be alright. Definitely potential for a third bale out of how much we have left, though. That's pretty amazing. We're running it through this field like it's nobody's business. Love to see it. First time working in this field. We've driven by it so many times, pretty much every episode. It's been wild. Kind of surreal that we own this now. Alright, now, can we get it lined up half decent is the question. Because the other bale is already there. And now I'm panicking. Oh boy. Oh, kind of. Not really, though. Alright, well that could have been better, but pretty much went how I expected. So, I mean, is what it is. There you go. And you know what? I think just going to get the farmhand to start picking up some stones on our other field because, yeah, we don't have time for that. And as you can see, all that snow went away. It's so much easier to see our crop. So I think if we kind of just continue on here and get him picking up stones, we can be in a good spot for the start of spring. Wow, wow, wow. We did get another third full bale, and we didn't crush as much of our harvest when we realized it, so that's good. We'll go get this last one just dropped off, and yeah, I'm surprised we actually got 3. That's awesome, but we'll probably have to find some way to get those into the shed. No worries there, and then we can just do this last little strip and a half. Not really sure how that's going to look. That's going to be a pretty small bale, I guess, if we're able to unload that. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. It won't take us too long to get all this unloaded and just go grab that last little strippy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we kind of need to leave some room to get at our other ones, so it is what it is. We have more than expected, which is a good problem to have. These are some thick bales of cotton, densely packed. You'll love to see it. Alright, looking good there. It's pretty much taken us all day to get this done. You can see the sun is starting to come down. But hey, not a worry. Nice big harvest. Here to start off the new year. Debt-free. We're just all around looking pretty good. And I suppose if we're smart, we should just do the long one. And then we'll come back and grab that little extra strip that we didn't quite have room to fit in. So off we go once again. It's been a good piece of machinery. I'm curious to see what differences the John Deere one has. If it's a little bit wider, you know, takes more cotton in at a time. But I don't believe it makes bigger bales. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I think if anything it can make smaller bales, where this one doesn't have the option to do that, which is interesting. Nonetheless, it still works the same, I would imagine. They look pretty similar, but maybe next time. It might be a little while till we do cotton, who knows. I was thinking of turning this into another cornfield, because of course we didn't get to do that last time, so why not? This is actually a massive piece of land. We're close to a couple silos, the farm store one and ours that we kind of got with the land, so why not? We have plenty for our cows still, so we can definitely do that and just sell a ton and make a bunch of money, so that is an option too. Oh boy, why do I always seem to miss just a little annoying strippy? Come here, cotton. And of course, there's another one up ahead, too. We'll get that, don't you worry. But I think this is just so satisfying. This last one is like the perfect width for us. Oh, do we peel off and get it now? I don't know, I kind of want to just keep going on this nice, satisfying strip. I think we're going to have like less than 10% in this bale, which is fine. I'm really curious to see how big it is. Like, I feel like it's just going to be a little baby marshmallow. Get these little guys and that last strip, and we're good. We can tell the farm store, hey, we're done with this equipment for good this time. No take-backs, no fakesies. We're done. And it's looking good. All right, let's go dump off this little one. We actually got 13% in this one. Oh, is she big? Is she just going to be short? Short and thick? Oh, no, she's still massive. Oh, my God, okay. All right. Interesting. Well, away she goes. That last one, only 2,700 liters compared to the other ones that are a lot more liters. I forgot to check. We'll get this loaded up, and then it's sayonara. All right, we are looking good. I'm curious to see how much the farmhand's gotten done on the other field. I know they kind of started a little bit late in the day, but what can you do? That's all right. Anything is a good head start for us. And I suppose we should really look at moving this guy over to the front of the new part of the property, because we don't really need that fence entrance there. I'm sure I've said that before. Yeah, it looks like they're about halfway, maybe a third. I will take it. We will continue on back to the ranch. Grass field is looking good. Of course, we do have our rollers too that we should probably get done next month. I don't actually know when is best to use the rollers. Do we use them? I feel like if it's already starting to grow, that's not good. You want to do it right after. So I'm sure we will figure it out. But for now, that's going to be it. We've had a long day. We've finally gotten our cotton harvest done. We've got all our animals fed, watered, looking after. And of course, that cotton, 4 bales. How amazing is that? Unexpected, but will definitely be handy when it comes to making some money when the prices get on them. So, thank you so much for watching. That's going to be it. Bye-bye.